Because we have faith over fear. That's what God sees today.
Hundreds gathered in Belen tonight. They voiced their opposition with the governor's public health order and how it's impacting churches. Tommy Lopez was there tonight too. And Tommy, to start, we didn't see very many people wearing masks in that video.
Right, just a few people had them on. They called this event Faith Over Fear. Those who gathered don't want people to be afraid to go to church right now. And most of them are not happy with churches being held to 40% capacity. About 300 people came to this event in Belen, believing that people are too afraid of COVID-19. Some say they're okay with the state's regulations.
No, I don't think it's all right now. 25%, that was a little difficult, but I think 40%, that's reasonable.
But most here are not happy with Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham's decisions.
I don't think that there should be any restrictions. I think it's our constitutional right to meet and praise our God.
Many churchgoers say they're not wearing masks at church. They're singing, and they feel that it's safe.
You can wear a mask, but we don't. It's not restricted.
I think they should allow people to be responsible for their own well-being and make those decisions.
Republican State Senator Greg Baca was there. He's been opposed to many of these restrictions.
I'm happy to see people out. I think that it's a fundamental right to be able to go to church and worship your God.
We asked people what they think about the scientific studies that show that indoor gatherings risk the spread of the virus.
I think that that's still a little on the iffy side.
It's been hyped up a lot.
It's just like catching the flu. If you get it, if you're sick, just stay home.
Some in Belen disagree.
I see the vast majority of the people here not wearing masks, and that this can then become a mass spreading event.
In the greater area, Valencia County has had 532 positive tests since the pandemic began. That's one positive test for about every 144 people. That is fewer cases per capita than places like Bernalillo County and far fewer than other areas that have been hotspots like McKinley. The governor's restrictions have been challenged in court by churches, by restaurants. So far, everything has been upheld. A spokesperson for the governor's office said today, quote, "Mass gatherings continue to pose great risk to the health and safety of both individuals and the wider community," adding that that's particularly true indoors. Back to singing. Health experts say it can be one of the most dangerous activities when it comes to spreading COVID-19. Here's what Dr. Anthony Fauci said in early June.
That if you project outside, that you get a much further distance of aerosol and droplets just when you speak versus speaking, coughing, sneezing versus singing. Singing, we know that there are very well documented cases where a single asymptomatic person in a choir infected an entire choir.
Every state except California is allowing places of worship to open. If we look at the ones that border us, Texas and Arizona don't limit by capacity. They do have some other guidelines. And Colorado is similar to New Mexico, limiting to 50% occupancy. Guys.